Good morning, children. Hope you're all well and that you've had a great weekend. It's great to see you. Thank you for joining me this morning. Okay, so this morning I'm going to be talking about these keys. This is my bunch of keys. I don't know if you have any of your own keys. Maybe you might do. Your mums and dads will have some keys, I'm sure. I've got keys on here that I use at school and also at home because keys are so useful and important, aren't they? We need keys to open doors to our houses, to get into our cars and get them to start. I need keys at school to open the gates to let people, let mums and dads drop children off. There's lots of reasons why we need keys. All the teachers have got those special blue coat passes that will allow them to get into the school buildings, and that's like a kind of key as well. So our worship today is based around keys, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a minute. The peace of the Lord be with you all. I will bless you with a future filled with hope, a future of success, not of suffering. Okay, so we've talked about all the different kinds of keys that you might have or that other people have. This is a little poem all about keys that I thought would be good for us to hear. So I'm going to read this now to you. It's a poem by someone called Jan Edmonds. There are all sorts of keys to open lots of doors, keys that fit boxes, keys to open drawers, keys to lock up valuables or secure the door at night, keys to lock up bicycles or keep things out of sight, keys to lock up prisoners and those who go astray, and keys to let them out of jail on their freedom day. Keys are always being used in lots of different ways, keys to keep things running or keys to make things start, keys to unlock happiness, success or someone's heart. Some are big and some are small, some don't look like keys at all. All through our lives we look for keys to help us as we grow, unlocking information and the things we need to know. Now that poem is a brilliant description of all the different kinds of keys and all the different things that we need them for. And it talks a little bit about something that I really want to focus in on, which is the phrases that you might hear about keys to success and keys to happiness. Now, these are phrases that are talking about how keys can be used to be successful or to be happy, which sounds a bit odd when you first hear it. But what it means is the things that we have, maybe knowledge or understanding about things, that we can then use to be successful or use to be happy. And those are sometimes called keys to success or keys to happiness. So I can't actually go to a shop and say, can I have a key to success, please? But if I'm talking about what are your keys to success, I'm asking you to tell me what sort of things you have that you can use to be successful. So just have a think about that for a minute, because I want you to have a think about what your keys are to happiness and success. So for example, a key to happiness might be being kind to others and looking after other people, because if you're always kind to other people and look after other people, then that kindness will make you feel happy because you know you're doing something good. It will also make the other people feel happy, and that then reflects back to you. So that's a key to happiness, perhaps, is always being kind to others. And an example of a key to success might be your knowledge and skills at school, that you learn at school, because you can use those skills and knowledge that you've gained to get past exams, but also you can use them in jobs where you will be able to earn money when you're older. And you could have a very successful job or career because of the skills and talents and knowledge that you've built up as you've moved through school. So those knowledge and skills are keys to success. Now, in the Bible, we hear about Jesus gathering a group of people, quite a large group of people together, and delivering a sort of speech called a sermon, and it was on a mountain or a very high hill, and it's called the Sermon on the Mount because all these people came to hear him speak on this mountain, and he delivered this speech or a sermon. It's sometimes called a sermon, and in it, it's quite long, and there's lots of different really important messages in there. But in it, he gave lots of different ways that we can find our keys to happiness and keys to success. So he talked a lot about all those messages that he stood for, such as loving one another, being caring to one another, standing up for what is right, looking after people who need us to look after them, whoever they are and wherever they are from. And these were all really important messages which Jesus delivered in this sermon, explaining keys to happiness. He was saying, if you can do these things, then you will have a happy life. And also he talked about keys to success as well. He didn't use the phrase keys to success, but the ideas he gave were ways that we could make sure that we are successful. And part of that is something, a part that you know really well, children, about letting your light shine. So this writing here on this slide is just a small part of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. And of course, what Jesus was saying there was that it's no good if your skills and talents are hidden away, like a town can't be hidden that's on a hill. And a lamp, if you put a lamp under a bowl, it's no use at all because it's not letting its light shine out to help. So you need to make sure you let your light shine and let your skills and talents shine, and use your skills and talents to deliver fabulous things that will show the world how wonderful you are, and that will then lead you to being successful. So I think these are really important messages, especially at this time as we come to the end of a school year. And of course, we will be saying goodbye to our year sixes as they prepare to move on to their new schools. And I think these are really important messages about making use to everybody, not just the year sixes, to everybody, making use of the things that we have learned about how we can be happy and have a happy life and help others to have a happy life as well. And also how we can use all our skills and talents and experience and education to have a really successful life as well. So shall we prepare ourselves for prayer? Just take a moment again, children, to think about and reflect on your keys to happiness. What can you do to make sure that you have a happy and fulfilled life? And think also about your keys to success. What have you got? What skills and talents, knowledge, experience, what have you got that you can use to be successful as you go through life? And how can you make sure that you grow and develop those keys to happiness and success? Dear God, the key to happiness is to be kind and to love others, whoever we are and wherever we come from. The key to happiness is to care for all your creatures. The key to success is to work hard and always do our best. Help us to trust in you as we live our lives to the full. Help us to find the right keys to fit the right locks throughout our lives. Amen. Okay, so another reminder about our summer reading challenges. And of course, this is a massive key to happiness and success, children, because reading is such a powerful tool. It can make us very happy and fulfilled reading lots of different books, learning different things through our reading, fiction and non-fiction, can really help us in our sense of happiness and fulfillment. But also, of course, it's a massively important skill for us to be successful, is to be able to read well and fluently. And so the more we develop our reading and practice our reading, the better it's going to be for both our success and happiness in the future. So please make sure that you are ready to take part over the summer. We want to see all your pictures of you reading in different places. Please email those in. And also we want you to read as many books as possible and keep a record to bring in at the start of next term. And all the materials are on the website for you to use. And if you look at your Purple Mash blogs from your teachers, they're telling you how to access those materials. So I'm really looking forward to hearing how you get on with that. Okay, so after this film of the assembly is finished, there's another film to watch, a short film, which actually shows the story of Jesus delivering the Sermon on the Mount. But it tells you a lot more about the different messages that he talked about, because I've only just focused on a small part in my assembly. So do watch that, because it does explain it really well. And there's lots of tips and ideas that Jesus gives in that sermon that can help us all to be successful and happy. And today's song is The Lord's My Shepherd, The Lord's My Shepherd, which is really special and moving. And it's all about how we can trust in God, particularly in challenging times or times of change, to watch over and support us. And I think everyone can agree that this is a challenging time in lots of ways. And also it's a big time of change, because everybody is moving up to new classes, and year 6 will be leaving us to go to their secondary schools. And of course, we wish them all the best as they prepare for that really important time and change in their lives. So thank you very much, children. Make sure you have a think about what your keys to success and happiness are, and make sure that you develop your bank of keys to success and happiness, and that you use them really well all the time. And have a great day. Bye.